Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about some drama developing in the space. I don't know when it was. It was a few days ago, I think, from today, January 3rd, that I guess Khabib was doing like an interview. I think it's in relation to the Paul Hughes versus Usman or Magomedov fight that's coming up in PFL. That's a really big fight that I'll be making a separate video on later on, closer to the actual fight. But I think they were doing like promotional interviews, or it was some kind of interview where they were talking about it, and Khabib pretty much came out and said that Ireland MMA scene is weak. They don't have anybody. That they only have like Paul Hughes and Conor McGregor, and that's it. And he was just taking shots, and it turned into a whole war on Twitter, on social media, back and forth. Conor, I think, wrote a few aggressive things that he ended up deleting as usual, and then Khabib also. I think he made a post today where he was just saying like, "I'm just speaking facts," blah 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 blah. And look, at the end of the day, I mean, he's not wrong. I was curious, so I looked up the numbers. As of 2015, Dagestan has like something like 1.5 million adult males, and then Ireland, I think, has like somewhere around like 2 million or 2.5 million adult males. And he's not wrong. Like, and the reason I only counted males is because Dagestan doesn't have any female fighters coming out of it, really. So that's why I did it that way. But overall, looking at it, I mean, he's right. I think it's a little bit unnecessary to just kind of take shots at Ireland's MMA scene like that. But realistically, he's right. Like I said, like population wise, Ireland has more men, but you look at it, there's Dagestanis in PFL, there's Dagestanis in Octagon. Are there? There's Dagestanis in almost every single major promotion. PFL for sure, UFC for sure, ONE FC for sure. They, they're all over the place, and they are competing at the highest level. Some of them are champions, some of them are contenders, some of them might be champ soon. You have Umar, who's inches away from a belt, one fight away with Marab. You have Islam, who's already the champion. You have Ankalaev, who's up there. Maybe eventually will get his title shot. Who knows? You have Usman Nurmagomedov in Bellator PFL. So there's a lot of them, and with Ireland, you know, there is Conor, and Conor's pretty much done outside of a possible boxing match with Logan Paul. And then you have Paul Hughes, who is doing amazing, is an absolute menace. He's a beast. I'm super hype about him. And the fight with Usman is going to be a really fun one. And then you have Ian Gary, who's also a stud. I know he just lost to Shafkat, but it's Shafkat, and it was a high-level fight, and he was competitive, and he did a great job, if you ask me. He did a lot better than a lot of people gave him credit for. A lot of people thought he would get finished. I did not think so. I thought we were going to a decision, and we did. So I think Ian Gary is also a really high-level guy. But that's really it. You know, maybe there's up and coming guys from Ireland that I just don't know about. I'm sure there's a few. I try to keep track of prospects, but I'm not one of the guys who like has a really detailed database of every prospect. So I can't really tell you exactly, but I assume there's probably a few up and comers coming up the ranks. But overall, like those are the top three I can think of coming out of Ireland. And then with Dagestan, you can go on and on and on. So it's a stupid debate. I figured I'd talk about it a little bit just because it's been going on for the last few days on Twitter. But yeah, I have to agree with him with Khabib. Yeah, Dagestan is clearly superior than Ireland or really any country when it comes to just MMA or just MMA fighters. I know the style isn't people's favorite. They're primarily wrestlers. They tend to be a little bit more on the boring side if you don't love grappling. I love grappling. I'm cool with lay and pray, but most people are not. So I get it. But putting the excitement factor to the side for a bit, just pure skill, I would say Dagestan or Russia is probably pound for pound the most successful. So that's where I'm at. That's what I think on the issue. I do think it was unnecessary, and I don't know why this is blown up so hard, but it is what it is. And thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you guys next time.